Have you ever witnessed how some women possess an almost mystical allure that transcends typical beauty standards, age, or wealth? The moment they step into any space, all eyes gravitate toward them without effort, as if they radiate an invisible energy that captivates everyone around them. These women aren't necessarily the youngest or most traditionally beautiful, yet something about their presence makes men stop mid-conversation, seek their company, and pursue them with relentless determination. What you're witnessing isn't coincidence or luck. It's the result of 6 specific behaviors that create an irresistible allure. And by the time we reach the final secret, you'll understand why some women effortlessly captivate while others remain invisible. Plus, you'll discover how to transform yourself into someone absolutely unforgettable starting today. The first behavior that separates magnetic women from everyone else centers on understanding that confidence radiates before anyone notices your makeup, clothing, or physical appearance. Your energy announces your arrival long before your body enters the space, and this invisible force determines how others perceive and respond to you instantly. True confidence shows in the way you carry yourself, the steadiness of your gaze, the deliberate manner you move through the world, and the comfortable silence you maintain when others frantically fill every pause with nervous chatter. A genuinely confident woman doesn't apologize for occupying space. She doesn't seek permission to be noticed, and she certainly doesn't diminish her presence to make others feel more comfortable around her. Consider this scenario where 2 women enter the same venue simultaneously. One is physically stunning, according to conventional standards, but walks with hunched shoulders, avoids eye contact, and fidgets nervously with her hair, while the other may not fit traditional beauty ideals, but moves with purpose, maintains her head high, and makes genuine connections through steady eye contact that communicates complete self-assurance. Which woman do you think captures the room's attention and holds it throughout the evening? Research from Webster University confirms that individuals with authentic self-confidence are perceived as significantly more attractive even when they don't meet societal beauty standards, because confidence sends an unmistakable message that says, "I know my worth, I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I don't require external validation to feel complete." To embody this magnetic confidence in your daily life, transform your physical presence by walking as if you own every space you enter, speaking without rushing to fill uncomfortable silences, and maintaining eye contact that demonstrates you're fully present in each interaction, rather than mentally planning your next words. Remember that the universe responds to you exactly as you present yourself to it. So if you project insecurity and self-doubt, that's precisely what you'll receive in return. But when you radiate genuine confidence, people naturally gravitate toward your energy and want to experience more of what you're offering. The second transformative behavior involves mastering emotional detachment, which means never clinging to outcomes, people, or situations, because desperation repels, while independence attracts like a powerful magnet that draws others closer without any effort on your part. Human psychology operates on a fundamental principle where we value what appears scarce and dismiss what seems guaranteed or easily available. When you're constantly accessible, always responding within minutes, and revolving your entire schedule around someone else's convenience, you inadvertently communicate that your time and attention hold minimal value. The most captivating women create natural space for others to miss them, wonder about their activities, and actively pursue their company because they understand that uncertainty generates desire, while predictability breeds indifference and complacency. This doesn't mean playing manipulative games or being deliberately cruel. It means honoring your own life so completely that others naturally want to become part of your fascinating world, rather than expecting you to abandon everything for their attention. Think about the last time someone's interest in you intensified precisely when you became less available, stopped initiating contact, and focused on your own priorities. This phenomenon occurs because scarcity increases perceived value, while abundance decreases appreciation and effort. If you're discovering valuable insights that could transform how others perceive you, subscribing to this channel ensures you never miss the advanced strategies that separate truly magnetic women from those who remain invisible. Because what we're about to reveal in the remaining behaviors will fundamentally change your understanding of attraction and give you the tools to become genuinely irresistible. To implement this detachment principle effectively, maintain your own interests, friendships, personal goals, and exciting activities, completely independent of any romantic situation or relationship status. Continue pursuing your passions, spending quality time with your social circle, investing in personal growth, and building the life you want, rather than waiting for someone else to create excitement for you. When someone realizes they can't take your presence for granted, they begin to appreciate and actively seek out your company, which shifts the entire dynamic and places you in the enviable position of choosing rather than chasing, evaluating rather than desperately hoping for reciprocation. The third essential behavior involves cultivating a distinctive personal style that reflects your inner power, rather than blindly following fleeting trends or copying what magazines dictate as fashionable this season. Authentic style isn't about wearing the most expensive designer items or conforming to what social media influencers promote. It's about understanding your unique essence and choosing clothing, colors, accessories, and overall presentation that amplify your natural magnetism while staying true to your personality and values. A woman with a well-defined personal style projects unshakable confidence, because every choice she makes reflects intentionality rather than insecurity or desperate attempts to fit in with whatever's currently popular. When you dress to highlight your best physical features while remaining authentic to your character, you create a memorable visual signature that people remember long after you've left their presence, making you stand out in a world where most women look virtually identical. Colors carry significant emotional weight and can dramatically impact how others perceive your personality, energy, and overall attractiveness. Deep reds communicate passion, power, and confidence, making them perfect for situations where you want to command immediate attention and be taken seriously. Classic black suggests sophistication, mystery, and timeless elegance, creating an air of intrigue that never goes out of style regardless of current fashion trends, while crisp whites convey clarity, purity, and unshakable confidence that makes others feel they can trust your judgment completely. Navy blues project intelligence, reliability, and professional competence, making them ideal when you want to be perceived as someone with wisdom and authority, while earth tones create warmth, approachability, and natural beauty that makes others feel comfortable and welcomed in your presence. Your signature should extend beyond clothing to include a distinctive fragrance that becomes intimately associated with your memory in other people's minds. Scent connects directly to emotion and memory centers in the brain, meaning the right perfume ensures you linger in people's thoughts even when you're physically absent from their lives. The key lies in finding a fragrance that makes you feel powerful, attractive, and authentically yourself every time you wear it, whether it's floral, woody, fresh, spicy, or oriental. Your signature scent should reflect your personality and make you feel absolutely irresistible. Remember that style is never about impressing others or gaining their approval. It's about expressing the most confident, attractive version of yourself. And that genuine authenticity becomes magnetic because it's so rare in a world full of people trying to be someone else. The fourth crucial behavior that captivating women master involves understanding and embodying the elegant balance of feminine energy, which has absolutely nothing to do with weakness, submission, or old-fashioned gender roles, but rather represents the powerful ability to attract without chasing, influence without demanding, and inspire others without losing your authentic essence or compromising your values. Many women have mistakenly adopted an overly aggressive masculine approach to attraction, believing they must pursue, control, initiate, and manage every aspect of every interaction. But this strategy consistently backfires because it eliminates the natural tension and polarity that creates genuine desire and lasting attraction. When you take complete charge of every interaction, plan every date, initiate every conversation, and remove all mystery from the equation, you inadvertently rob the other person of the opportunity to win you over, to feel the satisfaction of pursuing something valuable, and to experience the thrill of uncertainty that makes attraction exciting rather than predictable. True feminine magnetism lies in creating spacious opportunities for others to step into their masculine energy while you remain grounded, secure, and confident in your own feminine power, which means allowing others to plan dates, make phone calls, put forth effort, and demonstrate their interest in earning your time and precious attention. Research in social psychology demonstrates that individuals with relaxed, receptive communication styles and open body language are consistently perceived as more attractive because they project confidence without aggression, strength without hardness, and availability without desperation. To embody this magnetic energy authentically, speak more slowly and deliberately, allowing meaningful pauses that create anticipation rather than rushing to fill every silence with nervous chatter that diminishes your mystique and makes you seem anxious or insecure. Let your voice carry a softer tone that naturally draws people closer rather than pushing them away with harsh, demanding, or critical inflections that make others want to escape your presence rather than bask in it. Practice receiving compliments gracefully instead of deflecting them with self-deprecating comments. Accept invitations with genuine enthusiasm rather than playing hard to get for its own sake. And allow others to occasionally take the lead while you remain secure in your own worth and capabilities. This doesn't mean becoming passive, losing your voice, or abandoning your personal power. It means understanding that true influence often lies in strategic restraint rather than overwhelming force, and that the most powerful women know when to lead and when to gracefully allow others to step up. When you master this delicate balance, you become the type of woman that naturally inspires others' best qualities, not because you need them to take care of you, but because your secure feminine energy creates space for them to feel valued, needed, and appreciated in return. The fifth behavior that distinguishes truly captivating women from everyone else is their masterful approach to conversation as a sophisticated art form, rather than merely an exchange of information or nervous attempt to fill awkward silence. These women instinctively understand that genuine seduction happens not through the specific words they speak, but through the emotional connections they create, the curiosity they inspire, and the lasting impressions they leave in other people's minds long after the conversation ends. Psychological research consistently reveals that 80% of attraction stems from non-verbal communication, meaning how you say something, your body language, facial expressions, and overall energy carry far more influence than the actual content of your words or the topics you choose to discuss. The most magnetic women don't dominate conversations with lengthy stories about themselves, endless complaints about their problems, or desperate attempts to prove their intelligence. Instead, they create intrigue through strategic use of meaningful eye contact, well-timed pauses, and carefully chosen words that leave others wanting to discover more about the fascinating depths they sense beneath your composed exterior. Master the art of intentional eye contact by holding steady gazes that communicate both confidence and genuine interest, then slowly looking away to create a subtle push-pull dynamic that keeps others emotionally engaged and slightly off balance in the most delicious way possible. Don't reveal your entire life story, deepest secrets, or most personal details in a single interaction. Instead, offer carefully chosen glimpses of your complexity while maintaining an air of mystery that makes people eager to earn the privilege of knowing you more intimately over time. Use phrases that spark curiosity and create anticipation, like, "That's an interesting story, but I'll save mine for another time," or "You'd be surprised by what I do in my free time," without immediately satisfying their curiosity or giving them everything they want right away. Ask thought-provoking questions that reveal character and create emotional connection, rather than engaging in surface-level small talk about weather, work, or other people's business that anyone could discuss without bringing anything unique to the conversation. Instead of asking what someone does for work, inquire what they would pursue if they knew they couldn't fail, what historical period they'd choose to live in, or what 3 words their closest friends would use to describe their truest essence when no one else is listening. These deeper questions create genuine intimacy and make your conversation partner feel truly seen, understood, and valued in a way that most people never experience in casual social interactions. Control the rhythm and flow of your speech by incorporating strategic pauses that build anticipation, speaking slightly slower than feels completely natural, and using vocal variety to keep others hanging on your every word, rather than tuning out because you sound monotonous or predictable. When someone asks you a question, pause thoughtfully before responding, even if you know the answer immediately, because this creates the impression that you're carefully considering your words, which makes whatever you say next seem more valuable, meaningful, and worth their complete attention. Remember that your goal isn't to impress people with your intelligence, wit, or accomplishments. It's to make them feel interesting, valued, and curious about the fascinating depths they sense beneath your gracefully composed exterior that never reveals everything at once. The 6th and most powerfully transformative behavior that turns women into irresistible forces of nature is complete emotional and practical independence, which means building a genuinely fulfilling life entirely on your own terms without needing anyone else to complete your story or provide your happiness. The most devastating mistake countless women make is constructing their entire identity, self-worth, and daily activities around romantic relationships. But true magnetic attraction occurs when someone desperately wants to become part of an already fascinating existence, rather than being expected to create that fascination from nothing. Men don't want to be the center of your universe, carry the burden of your happiness, or feel responsible for entertaining you. They want to orbit around a brilliant star that shines radiantly on its own, adding their light to yours rather than being expected to illuminate your darkness. Independent women are irresistibly captivating because their energy naturally radiates fulfillment, security, confidence, and sense of purpose that exists completely separate from external validation, romantic relationships, or other people's opinions about their choices and lifestyle. They have passionate interests that genuinely excite them, ambitious goals they're actively pursuing with determination, rich social lives filled with meaningful friendships, and fascinating hobbies that make them endlessly interesting to be around, rather than energy draining or emotionally needy. This authentic independence creates natural scarcity because these women genuinely have limited time and energy to invest in people who don't add significant value to their already satisfying, well-rounded lives that fulfill them whether they're single or in a relationship. To cultivate this magnetic independence that makes you absolutely irresistible, develop a crystal-clear sense of purpose that extends far beyond romantic relationships, marriage, or finding someone to complete you. Whether it's building a successful business, mastering a creative skill, traveling to specific destinations that call to your soul, or contributing meaningfully to causes you care deeply about, having concrete goals gives your life direction and makes you infinitely more interesting than women who have nothing to discuss except their relationship status. Surround yourself exclusively with people who elevate your energy rather than drain it through constant drama, negativity, or competition. The individuals you spend the most time with directly influence your confidence, outlook, overall attractiveness, and the opportunities that flow into your life naturally. Choose friends who genuinely inspire you to grow, celebrate your successes without jealousy or resentment, challenge you to become better versions of yourself, and support your dreams rather than trying to keep you small so they feel more comfortable with their own limitations. Avoid relationships that thrive on gossip, drama, constant crisis, or unhealthy competition, because these toxic dynamics systematically diminish your natural radiance and make you less attractive to high-quality people who could genuinely enhance your life experience. Commit wholeheartedly to continuous personal development through reading books that expand your mind, learning new skills that challenge you, traveling to broaden your worldview, taking courses that fascinate you, and regularly pushing yourself outside your comfort zone in ways that help you grow into the most attractive version of yourself possible. A woman who evolves constantly becomes increasingly captivating because she brings fresh perspectives, exciting experiences, and vibrant energy to every interaction rather than repeating the same stories, complaints, or limited worldview that makes her predictable and ultimately boring to be around. The most attractive quality you can possibly possess is being so genuinely engaged with your own fascinating life that others naturally want to discover what makes you so magnetic, confident, and fulfilled. This isn't about playing hard to get or creating artificial scarcity through manipulation. It's about building such a rich, satisfying existence that your presence becomes a genuine gift rather than a desperate offering from someone who has nothing else going on. When you reach this level of complete self-sufficiency and inner fulfillment, you automatically stop seeking relationships to fill emotional voids and start naturally attracting people who want to enhance an already beautiful, complete picture rather than being expected to paint it from scratch. What ultimately separates truly captivating women from everyone else isn't age, conventional beauty standards, family background, or stroke of luck. It's the powerful energy they consistently project and the 6 specific behaviors they've mastered through conscious effort and self-development over time. These principles work synergistically to create an irresistible magnetism that draws people naturally without manipulation, force, or desperate attempts to gain attention through dramatic or artificial means that ultimately backfire and repel the very people you want to attract. When you authentically embody genuine confidence, maintain healthy emotional detachment, develop a distinctive personal style, gracefully balance feminine energy, master sophisticated conversation skills, and build complete independence, you automatically become the type of woman people remember decades after meeting you because you made them feel something special about themselves and life in general. The transformation begins the exact moment you decide to implement these behaviors consistently rather than sporadically, and the results will extend far beyond romantic attraction into every area of your life, including career opportunities, friendships, and overall life satisfaction that comes from becoming the most attractive version of yourself possible. If these 6 behaviors have already started shifting your perspective on what makes a woman truly irresistible, imagine the profound changes waiting for you in our upcoming videos, where we'll dive deeper into advanced attraction psychology, body language secrets that create instant connection, and the subtle communication techniques that make people crave your presence. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming inspiring videos. Your journey to becoming genuinely magnetic starts with that subscribe button, and I promise you'll thank yourself later for taking this step toward unlocking your full potential.